At this point in the course, you've probably realized that sometimes when you try something in code, it just doesn't work the first time. These errors are called bugs, and Carl has thought a lot about bugs and how to get rid of them.
You know, Andy, writers spend a lot of time proofreading, and scientists spend a lot of time checking their results. But it was a surprise to early programmers that debugging was going to be a thing. Maurice Wilkes, the Cambridge physicist who built one of the first computers, had something to say about this discovery. By June 1949, people had begun to realize that it was not so easy to get a program right as had at one time appeared. The realization came over me with full force that a good part of the remainder of my life was going to be spent finding errors in my own programs.
That is so true, and it's something I didn't understand when I was learning to code. I thought that every bug I was introducing into my own programs was some failure on my part as a programmer. But I realize now that bugs are inevitable. They're going to happen, and so the important thing isn't to avoid them entirely. It's to develop a strategy for systematically getting rid of them.
It's not so much about spotting typos or logic errors as it is about building a correct mental model of how that system works so that you can find out what isn't working. In this lesson, I'll show you some techniques that can help you make debugging part of your learning process.